Hello, 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 everybody. Hi, so my name is Eve. This is East Creations Paint Party. It's Friday night. Yay! We're doing the galaxy and the tree and the big old tree and the galaxy and all that good stuff. Planets, stars, whatever you want to call them. And, of course, we have to give props to you-know-who. He was literally sitting, waiting for me to hit the button. Like, he was like, I'm ready, Ma. You can hit the button. So, let's give him his hello so he can say hi to all you wonderful people. Say hi, Butters. Say hi to your fans. Yes, yes. Hi. What's going on? You're so excited. Yes, you were actually... I know. You were waiting for me to hit the button. You were. I saw you. I saw you over there. You know what time it is. Yep, you got me trained. That's the problem. You got me trained, and I'm dropping stuff and making chaos. That's all good. Here you go, buddy. There you go. Bye. Hello, everybody. So let me show you my handy-dandy table, and then we'll get to roll call. All right, guys? Flip. All right, of course, the Java's in the house. We got the same colors every single time I paint. Red, yellow, white, black, and blue. Lots of weapons this evening. We got weapons. So I've got Big Boy. He is a 1-inch flat. We've got a large Fluffy in the house. Stiff bristled brush that the bristles go everywhere. We have medium Fluffy in the house. Same story. We have a mini-me. He is a small shader. Okay, and we have a tiny round for details. Of course, Mr. Nifty's in the house. He's over here hanging out. And you want to swirl, you want to tap, you want to dab on your paper towel. You want your bristles to be wet but not dripping. So, let's do roll call. Whoop, here we are. Okay, let's see. Who's saying hello already? We got Tina B in the house. What's up, doll? Hello, Tina B. How you doing, doll? I see Marsha is here. Hi, Marsha. How are you doing, sweetheart? We've got... And scroll. Come on, scroll. It's not scrolling. Oh, there it goes. Okay, so Marsha is here. Joan is here. Hello, Joan. How you doing? Debbie's hanging out with us. What's up, Debbie? How are you, sweetheart? And we have Carolyn. What's up, Carolyn? How are you doing, doll? And let's see. Ann is in the house. Hi, Ann. How are you, doll? And we have Carol hanging out with us. What's up, Carol? We got Cindy hanging out with us. Hello, Cindy. How are you doing, sweetheart? Oh, let's see what's going on. I already had to block a spammer. Please be careful. Please be careful. Yep, I already blocked them. So, everybody, please be careful about the spammers. Alright, guys, so just keep that in mind. If a post is not posted by me, don't click on it. Do not click on it! Handy dandy holder time. Don't ask me what my hair is doing. I have no idea. It's coming out of its clip. That's what it's doing. Let me put you guys in your handy dandy holder. Whoop! Alright. Put you in your handy dandy holder. Alrighty, guys. Let's see. Let's move this. Bag it up. Bag it up. Alright, bring it forward. I cannot show you both at once what I'm working on and the final product. So take your screenshots if you need your reference. 6,000%. I don't know what my stand's doing. My stand is all crooked tonight. Not really sure why that's happening. I have no idea. Alright, don't pay any attention to the spammers, guys. I'm hitting the button as quickly as I possibly can. Alright, that's a little more straight. Nope, it's not. Earthquake! Earthquake! Alright, there we go. Not really sure why that was, but okay. Jolt time! You guys got your jolt for the evening. Like I said, I cannot show you both at once what I'm working on and the finished product, so make sure you take your screenshots. I'm working on a 16 by 20. It's 16 this way, 20 straight up and down. If you're working on something different, that is fine. Just be in the general area of your canvas that I am in. You're so excited to be here, Darlene. I'm excited you're here too. Welcome, sweetheart. Welcome. Alright, guys, this stand is annoying me, so it might be a little bit of an earthquake moment, but it is like totally tilting and I don't know why, to the one side, and it's messing with my OCD is what it's doing. That's what it's doing. It's completely messing with my OCD, which I'm going to have to just let it go. Let it go, let it go. I guess as long as you guys can see and it's straight for you, that's all that matters. All right, I'm going to let it go. We're going to let it go. Let it go, Eve. Let it go. Those of you following my make 'em up journey, my hair's still flopping around. I decided to go with some midnights and a little galaxy, a little white for the stars kind of moment going on. So I was having fun. I was playing. All right, I'm going to use you guys as a mirror to put this fiasco back where it belongs, if I can. All right, I'll get situated eventually. No worries, everybody. Stars is enabled. They're a penny each. Yes, the replays are always available on my YouTube channel. Let's see. I have Venmo. I have Cash App. I have PayPal. All right. Those links are available all on my website. If you just click support on my website, you will have access to all those links. I will post them in here now. PayPal is a featured link tonight. If you don't want to deal with that, you just hit the little X and it'll disappear off of your screen. Okay, let's see. There's Cash App. Boom. Let's do the YouTube link. YouTube and all of my other social media is also linked on my website. You go to my website, you hit the button linked, and you will find everything you need as far as social media is concerned. There it is. Okay, and I will put my website in for everybody too. Okay, so check out the website, guys. It is fully functional. That's where you get the merchandise. That's where you get the Peyton shirts. That's where you get the brush sets. That's where you get the paint kits. That's where you can find all my social media, find my support links, look at art that is for perusal or purchase. So everything you possibly need. It is like 6,000 degrees in my house right now. It was a very warm day. I don't have my AC on though because the fan is loud and you won't be able to hear me. So if you see me start to wilt, that is why. I already got, I need a bandana or something. Okay, so we got lots to do tonight. Lots and lots and lots to do tonight. So we're going to get started. Don't pay attention to what's underneath. I'm reusing an old canvas because we're starting off with very dark colors. So this will cover up just fine. Alright, so I'm going to start off with Big Boy. Big Boy in the house. He is my 1-inch flat. And we're going to grab white. We're going to grab blue. And we're going to grab some black. White, blue, and black. Okay, fill the whole canvas up. Fill up the entire canvas. Now, you don't want this too dark, okay, because you want to be able to see your tree against it. And we want to be able to put the planets and the stars and everything else. And you want this to be more blue than black. Alright? The black just gives it some extra depth. If you notice, that's mostly white and blue. That's what the black added. So you get a little bit deeper color, more of like a midnight color, adding the black into the paint. Okay, and like I said though, you don't want it too dark, right? Because we want to see the tree against it. But it does give that extra little midnight to it. Sam, you are not late. We are not late. Remember, I said if I'm still painting my background, you're considered on time. So no corner for you, Sam. Hi, sweetheart. How are you? Alright, so, and I'm just grabbing different piles of blue and black and white, and I like the separation of color. I like that it's going to have different shades of the same color combination, so that's why I'm not pre-mixing. I am just grabbing these colors, throwing them on the canvas, smashing them around, and see what comes out. right? If you're getting brush strokes one end to the other, we want a nice thin layer, so let's smooth it out, okay? Because we got lots and lots and lots of things to put on top of this. Lots and lots and lots of things, and you guys can get totally creative with this. You know, I know last week we were talking about it, putting birds in the sky, and Brenda likes to do her ravens, and you know, if you guys want to add to your galaxy any. I was thinking of this one, if it comes out pretty decent, even though it's an instructional canvas, I might actually add the horoscopes to it. The horoscope symbols. I don't know. We'll see how it comes out. We'll see how it comes out. Lots of times I cover, like you can see. Hello, Kimberly. How you doing, sweetheart? Lots of times I cover my instructional canvases because I'd rather create new paintings than fix ones that I already have. All right, because all my art is original and one of a kind. So if you're purchasing a painting from good old me, you're definitely getting an original and a one-of-a-kind piece. There's nothing else out there. And you know what's pretty cool is, you know, say I paint the same thing twice, right? It's still original and it's still one-of-a-kind because you never paint the same thing the same exact way twice, ever. And, you know, you guys out there creating on your own and doing what you do to create, your paintings aren't going to come out exactly like mine either. You know why? Because they're your paintings. They're not mine. So, if any of you guys that get hung up on but it doesn't look like Eve's, it doesn't look like this, it doesn't look like that. Of course it doesn't look like that. It's your painting. Okay? So don't get so hung up with it doesn't look like whatever. It doesn't matter. It's your creativity. It's your art. It's your painting. So own it. Be proud of it. And love yourself a little bit. Anyway, that's my rant for tonight. Okay? We got it out of the way early. We got my rant out of the way early. Okay. So I'm smoothing over this to blend it all together and also to make sure it's a nice smooth layer of everything going on. 6,000%. I'm going to wipe off the big boy. I'm going to wipe them off and I'm going to put them in the water. I'm going to put them in the water. There we go. There it is. All right, I got to add Sam. I got to add Kimberly. I got to add Sarah. Hi, Sarah. How are you, sweetheart? So, it probably doesn't help either that I'm drinking coffee. That's probably not going to help with the warm factor. But cheers, everybody. You did make it, Lisa. You made it just under the wire, dog. You made it just under the wire. Where the heck is my pen? There it is. I found it. Found the pen. Okay. So, the next thing we're going to do is we're actually going to put the tree in place. All right, so hi, Kelly. I tried to send a tip here, but it's not accepting it. Yeah, stars. I'm not really sure how stars works on your end, guys. I apologize. If I can tip, I have the other you can have my videos for as long as you want, whenever you want, and they're always available on YouTube, Kelly. So there's no money necessary to have any one of my videos. They're always available, and they're always free to watch. Support's appreciated. You guys keep the lights on and give Butters having treats, but it's not necessary. And I'm not really sure why stars isn't working for you. Thanks, Samantha. I appreciate that. Thank you, Tina B, for sharing that. I appreciate that, too. Tina B, my OG. Oh, yeah, 6,000%. So, welcome, Kelly. And stick around. I think you're going to like it here. I think you're gonna like it here. All right. So the next thing we're gonna do, we're actually gonna put in. Thanks, Darlene. I appreciate that. Aw, thanks, Lisa. Appreciate that too. Oh, you guys are gonna make my head swell. You're gonna make my big bulbous head swell. You know, I saw another artist doing a tree with a galaxy, and they got like 2,000 people interested, and I'm like, I must be like a little secret hidden gem, because I have you lovely fam out there that paint with me every week, and I absolutely adore you. You warm my heart, but I don't know how to crack that code. No idea. I hit buttons galore. You guys share and crack that code. Like, we've had some paintings blow up, you know, fan favorites, and we've cracked that code a few times with you guys hitting that share button. So if you can't do the that's all right. Hit share, and that's mega support as well. Okay, so doing it's, you know what time it is? It's tree time. Oh yeah, time to drop our tree. So swirl tap dabbing, big boy. I'm getting them nice and no goopy gobbies in them, nice and clean and flat. And we're gonna grab black paint. We're grabbing black. Bam. Okay? And we're gonna find our center. Oh, let's find our center. Oh, and I'm holding my brush back here. We're gonna find our center. Shoot, and drop. Bam. Doesn't have to be straight. This is a very thick, big old tree, so it does not have to be straight. Okay, now that we have our centerpiece marked off, I'm grabbing more paint. I'm going to follow up across that center thing, and I want to put my branches in. So, there's a big old branch going this way. Whoosh. Okay, there's a big old branch going that way. And is this mixing with my background? Absolutely. That's why I can grab just black, because it's getting lighter when I put it on the canvas. So then I can put all my shading and shadowing. Hello, I made a new word. And all that stuff in later. All right, there's a brig old bench. There's a brig old bench. Yeah. Okay. I'll learn to talk eventually. There's another one going over here. There it is. There it is. There's another one going right there. Hello, Marie, thank you so much for the compliments, but the rest of the crew, if I don't do it, they're going to do it. Guess where you got to go? Tell her, Sam. Okay, now I'm keeping in mind, right? I have a planet going right here. All right, I have another one going here, and I have another one going in this corner. So I'm keeping that in mind as I put these branches in. Aw, thank you, Tina. I appreciate that. You got it, Marie. You got it. 6,000%. Okay, so keep that in mind as you're putting these branches in. Thank you, Marie. I appreciate that. You guys are gonna give me a complex. My head's gonna swell with all these compliments. Thank you guys so much. All right, we got another branch going out to the side. Bam. And we got another one going out this way. Bam. And we got another one curling around this way. Bam. And let's see what else we got. And we actually have one coming out this way, but I'm going to put this one in really light because that's going behind the moon. I do take bribes. You're absolutely right on that one. Now that I have everything placed where I want it, now I can make everything thicker. Okay? And this is this is the hint for when you're making a tree that's not as mega as this tree. But whenever you're making a tree, if your branch comes out thicker than you want it, all you need to do is you follow that branch and you just start pressing harder as you get to the trunk. Okay? See how it's making it thicker towards the bottom? And then you just go and make your trunk thicker. Alright? That is how you get your tree to be proportioned. Alright? So you go along whatever branch you made that was thick. When you get to the trunk, make it a little thicker. And then you're actually going to make your trunk thicker. And any tree you make, that's how you make it look in proportion. Alright, so I'm not going to mess with this one too much. I'm going to turn around and just make the bottom thicker by pressing my brush. And I'm going to make my trunk thicker. So that'll work for any tree you're making. Okay? So if you ever make a tree and you got a branch that wound up being, oh Lord, what the heck is that? Then no worries. You can make it look in proportion just by doing that. Oh, that reminds me. You're out of town tonight? I'm out of my mind tonight. So you're good, Cherry. All my videos are kid-friendly, so I'm going to try to watch this thing. If you guys can watch your comments, that would be awesome. That would be awesome. Alright, I'm going to try not to miss comments tonight. My phone isn't automatically scrolling the comment section. So I got to keep hitting the button. If I miss what you said, and if you're asking a question and I didn't acknowledge it, just ask it again. Just ask it again, okay? So I don't miss anything. Thanks, Sherry. I love you guys too. Alright, so, and if you notice how that's like going in. So when you do that pressing the brush trick, and you put a nice curve, now your branches are connected to your tree the way they would be in nature. Alright? The way they would be in nature with the curve. Okay? Same with this one. I'm going to follow it. Press my brush harder. And curve. Bam. Just like that. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, guys. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Alright? Now, the next thing I want to show you, because prayers and wishes, guys. Healing prayers and wishes to Ann, guys. Everybody send healing prayers and wishes to Ann. Alright, I hope you feel better, love. Feel better soon. Okay, so now I want to connect this one a little bit better. There it is. Make this a little thicker in here. There it is. Okay, and there is our big old tree. And I'm going to connect this a little bit better just by, you know, widening the ends of it. Widening the ends, giving a little curve to it. Oh, thank you for the stars, Tina. I appreciate that. Yes, we have stars. Stars is enabled. They're a penny each. Let's do our goal. Let's see. What goal should we put for stars tonight? How about, think we can hit 2,000 stars? Think you guys could do it? Let's try. I know you guys slammed 1,500 out of the park, so let's really give ourselves a challenge tonight, and maybe we could hit 2,000 stars. All right, they're a penny each. So if you're wondering what you're spending, and if you can't get the stars to work because it's being technology and being that's okay. So I forgot what I was talking about. Anyway, so there we go. Okay, now, oh, I know. So the next thing I want to show you guys is how to put your stars in. So I'm going to wipe off Big Boy, right? Get all that excess paint out of him, and I'm going to put him in the water. And I got to put my other fan on. I'm dying over here. Good thing my fans are quiet. Yeah, it was like a 80-something degree day today in, oh, that one, oh, that's really moving the air. That's good. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to put your stars so you can get something to look like a galaxy. And then you could fill in the rest of your painting doing this process, all right? Am I going to make every single dot that's on the original in this tutorial tonight? Absolutely not. No, I am not. Oh, thank you for the stars, Ann. I am not going to do that. There's a lot of dots in that original painting. And if you want a more in-depth, excuse me, if you want a more in-depth tutorial on how to make a galaxy, I do have that on my YouTube channel. Alright, so you can just scroll through my videos and there's a how-to galaxy. There is also a video I did galaxy fishing that showed you how to do a galaxy. We just did a galaxy the past couple ones too, like the other tree with the galaxy. So you could watch that also. Alright, so I got nifty, I got white paint. And when you put your dots in, you want to actually turn around and make shapes. Okay, thank you so much, Sam. And you also, my dots actually have, some of them have a yellow hue to it. So I'm going to grab white and yellow. Alright, so you want to turn around and use different colors. You don't want them to be all white. And notice how I'm scattering them. And then you make ones that are thicker than others. Okay, you make ones that are thicker than others. Alright, put those guys in there. Make sure they're thicker than others. And for this painting, I did light blue, white, and yellow. And the reason I did yellow, notice how I made those make a curve. Okay, and then I'm going to make these make like a little S like that. Alright, and then you could put some random ones in. Now, the reason I did yellow is because I wanted it to look like you can't tell whether it's fireflies or it's stars. Alright, so on the original, I'll show you the original as soon as I'm done here. I did yellow stars because I wanted it to be that you couldn't tell the difference. You couldn't tell the difference. Okay, now I'm going to turn around and you put some in that have a blue tint to it, which is very hard to see on the camera because these are so darn tiny. But you could actually put dark blue ones in if you want to, like this. Okay, and yes, I paint every single dot individually because that's what I do. I do not do the splatter stars. I do not lick. So if you do the splatter stars, that's fine. However you want to do your stars. So what you do for splatter stars is you make your paint really, really thin, and you just splatter them. Like you take your brush and you do a splatter effect, and you will get all sorts of dots all over your painting. Okay, so, but I wanted to show you how to do your stars. That's it. Make shapes, change your colors, put in random, make some bigger than others. Okay. Right, so you make some that are bigger than other ones. Alright, and you're going to fill in your whole thing. Hi Debbie, how you doing, sweetheart? Alright, so who was in the corner? Kelly was in the corner. I lost track. I lost track of who was in the corner and who wasn't in the corner already. Excuse me. Okay, so again, I did yellow, I did light blue, and I did white. And that is how you make stars. That's how you make dots look like a galaxy. Just like that. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy, guys. And yellow doesn't show up to the party without its friend white, so make sure you're using a little bit of white when you're putting the yellow ones on. And your spacing changes, right? You could put like a little cluster, right? All really tight together here. Okay, you can put like a little cluster in and then have other ones all spread out. It's a very zen thing to do. Marie was in the corner. Thanks, Sam. I'm glad that you're paying attention because I wasn't. Alright, it's a very zen thing to do. So, I just wanted to show you how to do it. And then this way, you can fill in your stars as we progress tonight. Oh, Carolyn, thank you for sharing that with me. That's awesome. That sounds like such a cute idea, too. Thumbprint bumblebees? Absolutely. And he liked using Mr. Nifty, huh? That's because he's nifty. That's because he's nifty, 6,000%. Okay, I'll grab the other painting and you could see the... So, like I said, I did yellow because I wanted you to not... You don't know whether it's fireflies or stars, alright? And you guys can see the clusters. I did clusters. I did the different colors, yellow, white. There's light blue in here, okay? I did the little curves, right? I did the little curves. So you guys can fill this all in. See the little curve? See that? Alright, see the little cluster right there? See the larger ones and the smaller ones, all right? The different colored ones. See the curve? That's a good one right there. Okay, so that's exactly how you do all of your dots. Oh, that's awesome, Carolyn. If you need more, let me know. If you need more, let me know. That being said, we're going to throw our planets in now. Alright, so I'm swirl tap dabbing Big Boy. And we're going to grab white paint. Or dirty white, because my white's dirty with blue and black. But that's okay. It doesn't matter. And the one planet's up top, dead center. Okay? So, I'm going to turn around. I'm going to find my center. And I'm going to do a curve. And I'm not worrying about this being a perfect circle. I just want to find my center first. Okay. Once I have that in there, now I can turn around and hold my brush like this. And I could come in and follow a curve. Right? Swoop it around. Make my circle. Okay, flatten it all out, fill and fix, fill and fix. All right, and then we have our first planet. Okay, and let's see, the other planet is over here. So I'm going to grab some more dirty white paint. And we're going to just kind of put in where we want it. Hi, Gloria. How you doing, sweetheart? We're going to put it in where we want it. And now I'm going to fix it to look more like a circle. And the more you play with it, the bigger it's going to get, right? I'm wearing that t-shirt tonight. I'm wearing that shirt tonight because that's what's going to happen. When you put these planets in. All right, Sam, you're the corner police because I don't know. So Debbie's out of the corner and Gloria's in the corner. I don't know. I'm losing track. So Sam, you're my corner police. Okay, and then the third planet is in this corner. Swoop, just like that. Swoop, just like that, guys. Just swoop it in. Just swoop it in. Okay, now that I have that in place, I want to turn around and I'm going to start smushing. All right. Hello, Becky. How you doing, sweetheart? So I'm going to start smushing. So I'm going to get out large fluffy. Large fluffy in the house. And if any of you, good job, Sam. If any of you want these brushes, they are for sale on my website. So, fluffy in the house. All right, and we're going to start smushing. So, I'm going to grab white. I'm using my dirty white because it really don't matter. White, and I'm going to grab blue, slam, slam, and I'm going to grab yellow, slam, slam. Okay, and we're going to do light taps because this brush is loaded. We're going to do light taps. What kind of taps? Light taps. Here, there, not everywhere. And stick and move. Put it on, leave it alone. Leave it alone. Lots of reasons why your smushing start to look like big mushy messes is because you don't leave it alone. And the more you tap on this, the more it's going to blend together, the more it's going to mush together, and it's going to wind up being a big mushy mess. So put it on, leave it alone. A lot more layers to come. Okay? And we have smushing wrapping around this moon like this. Right? So smushing. And we got some over here. Notice, I didn't even follow a branch. I don't even have a branch here to hold this smushing yet. We're not worried about that stuff. We're not worried about that stuff. We're just filling this in. We're just filling this in just the way we want it. Every time I leave the canvas, I am grabbing more paint. I'm grabbing more paint. You're a good corner police, Sam. Glad I recruited you. Okay, am I worried about me grabbing more paint and it coming out exactly like the first amount? Absolutely not. It's a tree. Okay, so then we have more coming down here. And, oh, there's a big old pile of fluffers right here. There's a big old pile of fluffers right in here. Okay, so I'm going to add a big old pile of fluffers right there. Right, into my trunk a little, whatever. And let's see, we got more over here, coming down. Right? Now, some of the black on my tree was still wet, so it added to my green. Do I care? No. I do not. Absolutely not. Alright, and then we have more fluffers around this planet. Just smushing it in. So, as the paint gets used up on my brush, that, Hi, Debbie. How you doing? Sorry I missed you, honey. Thank you for the stars, Ann. Yeah, I don't see one right now, Sam, but if I see it, I'll definitely block them, okay, hon? Okay, so now with this green, what I want to do is I'm going to grab more green paint on my brush, more green paint. I can't talk. And I'm going to flicky do from the bottom in this corner. Flicky do, flicky do. So we're flicky doing. We're flicky doing. Just like that. Bam! Alright, I'm going to wipe off my my fluffy brush, smash it all up, get all that excess paint out of them, stick it in my water. Just like that. Alright, let's give you guys a little ketchup mustard time, because I just did a lot in like 3 minutes, but there's a lot to this painting, and I want to make sure I show it all to you guys, alright? So, looking pretty cool so far. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, guys. There's nothing hard here. You guys can make this magnificent. I know you can. And make sure on the event page there is a comment that says share your creations here. When you're done, share your creations there. I love doing the fan videos of showing all your art off with the music going and everything else. If you don't show me how amazing your work is, I can't do those videos. I can't do those videos if I don't get to see what you're doing. And I don't know what you need help with either. So, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid, okay? Don't be afraid. So just make sure we all share as a family and everyone's at a different spot. So don't be scared. Share your work. Isn't the planet too low? Which one, Sarah? Which planet? I have no idea. Them dots, though, if I get to doing this, I may splatter my background, then paint the rest. Absolutely. 6,000%, Tina B. You can do the splatter stars. There's nothing wrong with the splatter stars. Absolutely not. I'm just way... This one? This one right here? Well, the tree... This is more of an imaginative thing, Sarah. So my tree is actually part of the galaxy, and the galaxy is actually part of the tree. So later on, I'm going to show you that if you look at the original, my planets are actually in the tree. But if you want to make this, see how they're in the tree? But if you want to make this more realistic... All right, see how they're in the tree? If you want to make this more of a realistic painting with a tree and then the galaxy behind the tree, you could always just not put that planet in. It's up to you. It's your creation. So you go whatever direction you want to go in. I just noticed that it's kind of flat right here, so I'm going to fix that real quick. There, that's better. Oh, it could be on a hill. Yeah, it could be on a hill. That's a good point too, Tina. So, yeah, no worries, Sarah. Like I said, a question cannot be answered if it's not asked. I welcome all questions. I welcome all the questions. All right, now I'm going to turn around and put in my smaller branches. All right, I'm going to put in my smaller branches. So I'm going to swirl tap that big boy. I'm going to swirl tap that big boy. Make them nice and razor sharp, right? Draw and pull them along your paper towel. I'm going to grab my black paint. Just the tip of big boy, ladies. Right? And I'm going to pull them along my palette. Get it razor sharp. Cut you. Right? Look at your brush. Make sure you have a razor sharp tip. Okay? Now I'm going to hold my brush back here. Not all the way back here. Just back here so it wiggles and moves a little bit. And I'm going to place it right up against my canvas. And I'm just going to pull. Alright? I'm just going to pull. So I'm going to pull. And make a branch. Uh-oh, this part's thicker than that thicker. What did I say before? You follow along, you press a little harder, and you feed it into your trunk. Okay, and just like that, oh no, that was thicker branch. Just became the perfect size. Alright, grab more paint. Alright, add a couple in here. Alright, add one in here. Okay, oop, just dropped my brush. Just dropped my brush, I did. Alright, I'm going to add a couple in here. Okay, and how am I doing this? I'm just making sure that Big Boy has a nice sharp edge on him. Big Boy has a nice sharp edge. So, I'm also going to turn around and take this black paint. See how it's darker than the original now? And I'm going to carve out my branch that's behind the other branch. So I'm just going to take that black paint and make this part darker. And automatically, boom, this branch went behind that branch. 6,000%. All right, more black paint. And we're going to turn around and add some to this. Okay, and let's see, let's do one coming off of here. Now notice I'm following along the branch that's already there and pulling out at like a curve from that branch. All right, you don't want to do those. Okay, I call them tree teeth. You don't want to do tree teeth. All right, you want to follow along your branch and then pull out from the branch. Okay, it's a swoop. You do a swoop, not a tooth. Okay. Oh, thank you, Joan, for the stars. I appreciate that. Oh, we're well on our way. We already have 600. Good job, guys. 6,000%. All right. So no tree teeth. Swoops. All right. We don't want tree teeth in there. All right. Let's do a couple coming off of here. All right. I don't know what I'm going to do with them with this planet yet, so I'm just going to stop them before the planet. Let's do one coming off of here. Right now, notice I curved my brush to get that curve. You do show me the money, right? Or world's smallest violin. You put your brush in there, and then you could curve your brush. Okay, so I'm going to follow up my trunk here. I'm going to curve my brush. See, show me the money, curving my brush. And pulling out. Just like that. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. And I'm just going to do some dabs to incorporate that into my trunk more. Okay, just doing some dabs. Alright, now I need to do a little more definition. So I want this branch to be behind this branch. So I'm going to take that black paint. And I'm going to put it right there, and I'm going to flick it. And I want it behind this branch too. So I'm going to take that black paint, put it behind there. Now, I do not want to lose this, right? I don't want to lose that separation. So I'm actually going to take Mini-Me. I'm going to take Mini-Me, and I'm going to zigzag zoom. And just soften that into my branch. Okay, so I got the separation, but I didn't lose this touch right there. And did I go over my line? Absolutely. That's what spit's for, people. Okay, and I want, so that wound up being on top of that. That wound up being on top of that. I want this one behind everybody, so I'm going to take Mini-Me, black paint. I'm going to carve it out like that and then flick it through. Okay, flick it through. And now this branch went behind that branch. Alright, I want this branch to be in front of this one. I'm going to take my black paint. I'm going to put it in there. I'm going to wipe my brush off. Let's give you a close-up. Close-up! I'm going to wipe my brush off. And then I'm going to do a little softening. Alright? Because I want it to be darker than that one, but I didn't want it to be darker than this one or this one. And if it winds up getting too dark on you, that's okay. You can just add lighter paint to it. Alright? Say you had an oopsie and all of a sudden it's all blending together. That's okay. Just grab lighter paint. Right? Add a little white to your black. And you can put it in that way. Right? And then this one's over that one, so I'm going to grab lighter paint. And I can put this in that way. Alright, now I made it really, really, really light so you guys can see what I was talking about. But you can make it very close together in shades. So this way you don't wind up with like a big white branch in the middle of everything. Alright, and that is how you do your branches in your tree to give them definition. Now this one I want behind that one, so what am I going to do? I'm going to grab black paint. I'm going to outline this, right? Boom, just like that. And I'm going to pull it through my branch. And now this one is behind that one. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. I'm missing stuff in the chat. Hold on, guys. I was all up in my branches. Let me wipe my brushes off, put them in the water. Let me see what you're all talking about. Eve, when you have a moment, are there any tips to enlarge something from maybe a small photo to 16 by 20 canvas? If you want to get the proportions exactly right in what you're doing, what you can do is the grid method. So, what you do is you turn around and you do like a little grid, right? Horizontal and vertical lines, and you put it onto the smaller piece and then do a grid on your larger piece. And then you paint or draw your reference lines as they are in the little squares. So that way, right? And then once you have a general idea, you can schmooze it and fix it on your original. But if you want it to be like from there to there, boom, put a grid on the smaller one, a small grid, put the larger grid on this one, and whatever's in each square, that's what you draw in the corresponding square on your larger piece. You could also use a projector, but if you don't have that, what are you going to do? You know, if you don't want to do all tiny, tiny little squares, you can do like a grid of just horizontal lines. Do it that way, or just vertical lines, do it that way. And you can basically transpose anything to a larger canvas. Oh, I used a big word, people. Watch out, my edumacation is showing. My edumacation's showing. Alright, I'm going to get clean white paint. We're going to hit our planets with another layer. What? Oh, yeah. Hitting our planets with another layer. Yes, exactly, Carolyn. You can turn around and take a smaller picture and make it into a... You can do the same thing to make a larger picture into a smaller picture. Look up painting with a grid, and you might be able to Google somebody explaining that. Actually, I'm going to write that down, and maybe I'll do a video on it, doll. Let me write that down a second, and then I can do a video on it one of these days, one of these millenniums. I have a show tomorrow. I wanted to do another Hey Eve series tonight, but Sam wants to see what I have planned for next week. Sam always wants to see what I have planned for next week. So Sam's just going to have to use a little patience and wait a second. So do I have one that's almost done, that's ready for next week? I absolutely do. Am I going to show you right now? No, because I'm going to make you guys wait. Because I'm a little mischievous like that. But I do have one to show you guys. Of course, I try to have one to where you guys, since you're in my live and you support me, that you guys get first dibs. So 6,000%, I have one to show you. And I think you're gonna like it. I think you're gonna like it. Yeah, Sam, I saw you put that comment. I just didn't acknowledge you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, hon. I did see your comment, though. Yeah, guys, I might be a little slow on the comments tonight because I'm like thinking over here. I have a lot to show you in this painting. So Eve is actually trying to stay more focused tonight. I do apologize if I'm not recognizing you or noticing all of your comments. But I want to make sure I show you everything that you need to see. Right, Tina B? Okay. So this guy has moon craters. You guys ready to learn moon craters? They're easy peasy lemon squeezy. Alright, so I'm going to take Mr. Nifty, and I just put that wet white paint on there. And I'm going to grab some gray paint. And we're going to turn around and dab the gray paint in here. Okay? And just dab it. Dab it around. Alright, using Mr. Nifty. Now, I'm going to sweep my edge so I stay in my lines. And then just dab that out. Okay? And it's going to be soft and it's going to blend into the wet paint, and that is all good. That's what you want. That's what you want. So we're going to dab this in, and let me put another one right here. I'm just taking gray paint and I'm dabbing this in. Now, could you do this with purple? Absolutely. Could you do this with blue? Absolutely. You can do any color combination you want. 6,000%. Alright, you don't have to make gray craters. You can add colors to it. Alright, once I have those in place, I'm going to grab more black. I'm going to grab more black. And I'm going to make the middle part darker. Make the middle part darker. Okay, notice I'm still just dabbing. We're dabbing, people. We're dabbing. Dab, just a dab will do ya. Alright, make this part a little darker. Alright, and then we're going to do my all-time favorite thing. We're going to finger paint. Ready? Take my finger, and I'm going to smash the edges. I'm going to smash the edges so they soften out. And you could smash in the middle if you do too, but just make sure you don't wind up getting a lot of paint on your finger, and then when you go to smash the edge, you have a lot of paint on your finger. Okay, so we're dabbing this whole crater, and definitely the edges. Soften it all out. And just like that, you've got craters on your moon. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, guys. Boom. Done. Done with my smushy fingers. Just like that. Okay, the other moon is orange. Swirl top dab big boy. I got a lot of dark paint in him. So you got to make sure he's nice and clean. I'm going to grab my clean white. I'm going to grab my clean yellow. And we're going to grab some red. Right? Make a peach. Make a peach. Color this in. Right? Peach is first. Peach is first. Peach is first with acrylic. Then you can do orange. Orange is a see-through color. It's made from red and yellow. So put that in. Oh, see? The more you play with it, the bigger it's going to get. And that's another reason to have white paint in here, because if you go out of your lines and you need to make your planet bigger, you can do that, because the white paint will give you the coverage you need to do that. Hi, Robin. How are you, doll? It's huge, I tell you. It's huge. How you doing, sweetheart? Okay, so, boom. This planet is purple. So I'm going to swirl tap that big boy. Alright, I'm going to do blue, red, clean red. Make sure there's no yellow in there because you will wind up with brown if there's yellow in your paint. Alright, and white. I gotta wipe some of this paint off. I got a lot of paint, so I'm gonna just wipe it off and I'm gonna put it on the side of my palette. We'll save that for later. We're gonna need that later. Okay, and you're just coloring. That's all you're doing. We're just coloring. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Alright, the more you go over it, the more it's going to blend together. Alright, my grassy area actually has flicks of purple in it. So I'm going to, with the purple on my brush, I'm going to come in here and I'm going to add my purple flicks. Just like that. Wipe off my brush. Swirl tap dab. And got to go, receive company. Alright, Sarah, check you later, sweetheart. No worries. Thanks for popping on by. Hi, everybody. How you doing, sweeties? What's going on, baby dolls? How's your night? 750 stars. Good job. Okay, so next thing I want to do is we're going to, let's do our fireflies. You guys want to do the fireflies? We can do the fireflies. Okay, so the firefly glow, the firefly, fly, this is going to get me all night. Firefly glow is, you're going to start off with a nice clean, this is mini-me, so he's a small shader. And you're going to grab a little bit, a tiny bit, how much? A tiny bit of white paint. And you're going to put a dab on your canvas. And then you're going to take a clean finger or a dry finger and you're going to smash it. Just like that. Alright, now, am I going to do 110 fireflies like on the original? Absolutely not. But we'll do a couple. Okay, so put the white paint on, take your finger, smash it. Just like that, and you'll get a glow. Hey, April, how you doing, hon? We'll get a glow. Yes. How you been feeling, April? Pretty good? All right, and if you smash a little too much and it's not bright anymore, just, I didn't grab any more paint. This is the paint that's left over in my brush. You can build this. You can build this to the brightness you want it to be. All right, 6,000%. Now, we're going to smush one more time, and then we got to let things dry. Awesome, April. Glad to hear it, hon. Because then I want to show you how to put the highlights. You notice in the original how the planets' colors are in the tree. Right? The fireflies, the moon, the oranges. I need to show you all how to do that. Alright? 6,000%. So we're going to smush. Swirl, tap, dab, and large fluffy again. Alright, smashing them up. I'm going to grab that white, I'm going to grab that blue, and I'm going to grab that yellow. Smashing it all together. Layer 2. Alright, layer 2. Now, this layer is here, there, not everywhere, even more than the first layer. Okay, so you're going to pop these in. Going over branches, it's all good. Right, you're going to pop this in even Now this is a really nice light bright color, and this is going to be light and bright, so I'm going to put the circle here of that one because this moon actually turns the foliage like a white color. So we're going to take advantage of the fact that I have a light color on my brush right now, and I'm going to put in the over here too. I'm going to take advantage of this because my fireflies turn this very bright right there. Alright, and how did I get it bright? I just grabbed more white than the blue and the yellow. That's what happened. That's what happened. That's how it came out a lot brighter. Alright, I'm going to cover up my tooth branch here. Alright, and again, you want to do this here, there, not everywhere. Okay, you want those darker pieces still on here. So notice I'm jumping around. Notice I'm leaving areas that are darker right in here, okay? Right, as you're running out of paint on your brush, it is fine if you start pressing harder with this step, okay? That is totally fine. Alright, I'm going to do one more little smash on these brighter ones with the darker color. Alright, and then you leave it alone. Leave it alone. If you keep playing with this, it's going to become a mushy mess. So leave it alone. See how I'm playing with it? Here, I'll show you. Say I keep playing with this spot right here. I keep smashing it and smashing it and smashing it and playing with it and smashing with it and trying to get it perfect and adding more paint and all that good stuff. You see what happened? You see? It mushed out. That's what's going to happen if you keep messing with it. You stick and move on this step. You stick and move. Stick and move and leave it alone. Right? That's what happened. You know, if you guys are like, every time I try to do the smushing, I get a big mushy mess. That's why. That's why. That's why that happens. Okay, you have to let it dry in between your layers, and you have to turn around and leave it alone. So if you're not letting it dry, you're going to get a mushy mess. And if you're not leaving it alone, you're going to get a mushy mess. So that's the secret to the smushing, guys. 6,000%. Oh yeah, it doesn't take long for it to get mushy. It doesn't take long for it to become a big mushy problem. Alright, let's roll, tap, dab, and big boy. And we need a ring around this planet, so I'm grabbing my clean white paint. And I'm holding big boy like in the middle. And I'm going to swoop. Just like that. Then if I want to make it a little thicker, okay, so thin over here, thicker as you get towards the corner, because that's going to be closer to you because the planet is round. Now, I'm going to take tiny, use a small round brush, right? I'm taking tiny with the white paint to connect this part. Just like that. Becky's out of the corner and April's in the corner. There you go, guys. There you go. Sam said so. So, next thing I want to do, I'm going to take Mini-Me. Now, remember, you guys are filling it. Remember these stars we made like an hour ago or whatever it was? You fill them in all over your tree. And even in the foliage areas, right? So, on mine, the stars and the dots and everything else are actually in the foliage. Look. Unless you're going for something a little more realistic, you don't have to put it in your foliage, but they are in mine. Because I wanted it to be like you couldn't tell if it was tree or if it was universe. That being said, I'm grabbing yellow paint with Mini Me, and I'm going to go over to my glow. Yellow now. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. I'm actually going to grab some yellow and white, and I'm going to put in some bigger dots so it looks like there's bigger fireflies. You just can't see the details of them. Okay, we're going to grab Mr. Nifty and make sure my black paint is nice and loose and thin. And there's flicky dews in my grass. Okay, and press, it's not a marker. Pressing harder, you're not going to get more paint. You're just going to get a smushy flicky dew. Alright, now with Mr. Nifty or Tiny or one of your detailed brushes, you're going to turn around and put the tiny, tiny, tiny branches on. So you're going to take your smaller brush, and then you could add all of these tinier branches. Weave it in and out of your foliage, right? To make it look like foliage is on top and foliage is underneath. So you can start adding in your smaller branches. Alright? Wherever you want your smaller branches to be, you just start feeding them in. Put breaks in them. Put breaks in them to where if it's hitting foliage, you can leave a little space where the foliage is coming through and then come out the other side of it. Okay, nice, loose, thin black paint, small detailed brush, and you just drop these in. Alright, easy peasy lemon squeezy. So you put those all throughout your tree, wherever you want them to be. It's your tree, it's your world. You can have as many or as little as you want. Okay? You can also, like if you wound up losing a branch that you want to see more, you could actually take this and clean up. Alright, maybe you went a little smush happy and you need to clean that up a little bit. Okay, let me show you. Close up! Alright, so I'm a little smush happy right here. See all that right in there? So I'm just going to take my small brush with the black paint and I'm just going to clean that up just like that. And say I want to see this trunk in the foliage more. I'm going to follow along here and I'm going to put this in and go over that foliage. And then you just do like a couple flicky doos, a little dab with your finger. Or you can go back and put a smush of foliage back in over there, whatever you want to do. And now this whole piece is in front of all that foliage. Right? Clean this up a little bit right in here. And that is what you're going to do for all of your trunk, your branches, and your twigs, and all that kind of stuff. Okay, see right here? I want this to be behind this. So I'm just going to clean up that line right there. And now, magically, this is behind that. And you can just take your finger and soften it into your tree since you're using black paint. Okay, right here, see this? See that right there? I want that behind my limb. There it is. Now it's behind the limb, just like that. Okay, thin, loose, thin paint. Again, no teeth. Don't do teeth. You want to follow along your branch and then pull out. And just add smaller ones in. Okay, you say you want to do a tuck, right? So you follow along your branch, you put in a little piece, follow along that piece, put in another little piece, follow along, put in another little piece. Okay, that's how you do that. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, guys. You guys can do this. 6,000%. Now, oh no, that one's really thick. You just make sure that whatever it's connected to is thicker. Okay, so if you wind up with a thick piece you were trying to make small, just make sure everything it's connected to is thicker. That's it. Okay, make sure you crisscross. Branches crisscross. They crisscross, guys. Make sure you're crisscrossing. Alright, so I'll leave you on that for a second so you can kind of absorb that whole process in. Let's do a little bit of roll call. I'm going to show you how to do the highlighted foliage in the tree. And I'm going to show you the fireflies. And then we're going to be all set. If you have any questions for me or anything you want to see or anything you're concerned with, 6,000% ask me. 6,000% ask me. Okay? And I'll show you. I got to get a soda. I need a cold drink. I have a show tomorrow, so I'll be sharing some video from the show. And yes, Sam, I'm going to show you what's in the works for next Friday. I will be showing you that. Alright, we're at 750 stars. We're only 1250 away. Cheers, everybody. Oh, that's good. That's nice and cold. Hi, everybody. Whew, cheers. That's good stuff. Ooh, earthquake. So, hi. I just wanted to say hey to y'all for a little minute. So, if you have any questions for me, 6,000% ask them. If you're watching the replay and you have any questions for me, Facebook Messenger is the best way to get in touch with me. You will get a response. You'll get a response with the other stuff, email and that too, but not as quickly as if you just message me directly through Facebook. Oh, hi. So I want to tell you guys, I did that video where I'm like really looking sharp, right? When the video first comes on. That was a filter. So in another app I play with, they have these filters that turn around and morph your face into looking like these gorgeous, glamorous women. And the reason I posted that video was because sometimes those filters can make you feel less than because you don't look like the filter. So the beginning of that video was actually a filter that's making me look like that. And then halfway in the middle, I switch it off to who I really am and what I really look like. And the point of the video was to say you're beautiful inside and out. You don't need a filter to turn around and make yourself feel beautiful, that you are beautiful just the way you are. So those of you that are seeing that video, the beginning is a filter. It's like a technology thing that's changing my face to look stunning or whatever society says is stunning. And then halfway through the filter, it changes to not being on, and it's just me and the camera. So I wanted to explain that to you guys. I don't know if some of you knew that or not. I do appreciate all the compliments on that video, but the first 5 seconds of that video is a filter, and then I switch it to me because I wanted to kind of post a message about, you know, being beautiful inside and out, that those things aren't necessary. Anyway, I just want to give you guys a heads up about that, because some of you were liking and commenting, and I wasn't sure if you realized that that's what was going on. Okay, so let me grab clean white paint, and now with everything, so this ring is orange, right? So what are we going to do? We're going to turn around and color it in peach first. Okay, so white, yellow, and red. Remember, guys, white, yellow, and red. And you color this in peach first. Okay, 6,000%. Don't be lazy. Use that small brush. Use that small brush, and then you can switch to a bigger brush once you get that little curved hooky thingy in there. You actually think it's kind of sad that a lot of the young girls use those glamour filters all the time. Exactly, Carolyn, and that's why I made a post about it. That's why I wanted to do a video about it, because, you know, it's what's inside that makes you beautiful. Okay, so you're starting off with the peach. Now, to do the foliage, having it show the different colors, you're going to take a medium fluffy, and you're going to do, bye Marie, thank you so much, sweetheart. You're going to grab your white paint, and I'm going to come in here with the white paint. Here, there, not everywhere, guys. Light taps. Here, there, not everywhere. Let it dance. Let it play. Alright? Let it dance and let it play, guys. White paint. Alright? Same thing over here. Same thing over here. Alright? Let it dance. Let it play. And up over here. Now this one's really important. You want to make sure that the white paint is covering the green, because if you go to do the orange on the green, it's going to turn brown. We're all different. It just makes us the way we are. Exactly, Tina. If you go to do the orange on the green, it's going to turn brown. So make sure that you're definitely putting this white on there first. And then the moon is actually casting a white glow, so I am going to tap this in here, there, not everywhere, and this is going to stay exactly the way it is. So, and if you find yourself, you went a little nutty and you had a little too much fun with this, you can just grab green again. You can just grab green again and smush it on top and soften it all out. Okay, so that's exactly the way it is. Yep. All right. Our fireflies. I'm going to grab Mr. Nifty, Carolyn's grandson's favorite brush. And I put little teardrop shapes in the glow. Now, I went on the edge of the glow, and I did like a little eyeball shape. You know, whatever side you want to do it on, I did a little eyeball shape. Alright, once that eyeball shape dried, I went in with black paint and I did a dot. Okay, and then I did 2 little flicks out, like it had little, yes, and that's white paint. 2 little flicks out, like it had legs, and then I just did a little black on either side of the white. Alright, so again, I did a dot. 2 little flicks out, like they had little legs or something. And then just did the black around the white like that. So, don't come at me. I don't know what fireflies look like. That's what I came up with. That's what I came up with. Alright, guys? So, I'll show you in here. Okay, now, I'll swirl tap that big boy, and I'm going to grab yellow and red now, right, because that's orange, yellow and red, make my orange, and you could come back in here and fix your planet, filling it with the orange. Okay, now you can do the orange. Now you can do the orange. Alright. And you can do the orange on your swoop. Okay, so 3 layers for that orange, guys. Just remember that if you want to paint with orange, minimum 3 layers. You guys know I bring you to about layer 3. When you start hitting layer 4 and 5 and all that is when you're gonna get the bright and bold and everything else going on. Again, grab a smaller brush. Let's do this piece. Don't get lazy about it. Don't get lazy about it, guys. There you go. Just like that. They might, Carolyn. I have no idea what a firefly looks like, honestly. And, no, I didn't look one up. I didn't want to look one up because I didn't want to get a whole thing of insects in my face. So I didn't look one up because I didn't want to be seeing insects. So in the white with the orange planet, we're going to do the peach first. You got to do the peach first. So light, light, light little taps of the peach. Here, there, not everywhere. You don't have to cover all the white with the peach. Okay? But you do want to put in some peach first. Alright? 6,000%. Alright? And then, oh, and over here where the ring is, you want to put the peach. And you don't have to be very particular about this. You don't have to get it exactly all in the white. Okay? So put that in. And then where the fireflies are was yellow and white. Yellow and white. And again, you don't have to get it exactly where you smushed the white before. Just here, there, not everywhere. General area, put yellow and white in. Okay, and then over here, where the planet is, that was purple. So remember that purple? I took off a big boy because I had so much excess paint. Guess what I'm using now? That purple. Okay, now I'm going to grab a little bit of white and just do some of this lighter purple. Grabbing a little bit of white and doing this lighter purple just in some spots. Here, there, not everywhere, guys. Here, there, not everywhere. Let's put some down onto my planet. Why not? Pushes the planet further back, right? And then I could take Tiny and I can add some foliage through that, some stems through that. Right? So when you're done with your smushing the colors, you go back in and you add some stems through those colors. Okay, so don't forget that part. When you're done doing the colors, you add some stems to those colors. Now, in a perfect world, you let this all completely dry. But I'm going to swirl tap dab the medium fluffy again. And I'm going to smash some yellow into it. And I'm going to come in here. And then you do your bright pops of yellow. Okay, really get this to pop and glow. And you could actually put some just in the green areas. Okay, so you get a nice yellow pop going on. Like bam, bam, this yellow is going to just completely pop now that you did all those layers. And it's going to look really pretty. Okay, and then you want to grab your orange. And once this is completely dry, then you could pop in the orange. Just be a little bit more cautious of getting the orange onto the green areas because it will look brown. It will look brown. And again, if you notice, here, there, not everywhere, I'm not making it a big orange blob. I'm bouncing my brush. I'm letting it move. I'm hitting some points with the paint being a lot of paint. And then as the paint's running out of my brush, I'm hitting some other areas. Okay, so stick and move, stick and move. Keep it moving. All that good stuff. And there you have it, guys. The Galaxy Universe. I showed you how to do the stars. You put these stars in. You fill the whole thing up. You want to put them part of your foliage. Put the yellow ones in. That's how I made it look like fireflies and stars together. I showed you how to do the fireflies with their glow. How to paint the foliage to where you can change it colors. Okay, craters in your planets. Alright, putting your planets in. How to do the tree, so you have all your little branches that weave in and out. Okay, you add all those details. So you guys are to the point, you have everything you need to create this painting. Everything you need. So have a lot of fun with it. It's a complete zen zone out, putting the stars in, doing the branches. You know, you don't have to rush it. If it takes you longer, that's fine. If it takes you longer, it takes you longer. The other painting took me about 3 days. I let it sit, and then I went back in and added to it, and then added some more to it, and that's why it has so much in it. It has all those stars, you know, all those fireflies, like, you know, I was adding little things in as I went along. So don't think that Eve is like some crazy master whatever, because this took a minute. I'm not gonna lie, it took a while. It did take a while. Alright, and you guys want to see next Fridays. I didn't forget about you, Sam. So it's not done yet. It's like 89% done. Thank you guys for all the stars. I appreciate that. Again, I have Venmo, PayPal, Cash App to be able to send support. You guys keep the lights on, 6,000%. And you keep me being able to give Butters treats. We have to do some roll call. Roll call. We got Tina, we got Marcia, Joan, Debbie, Carolyn, Ann, Carol, Cindy, Darlene, Kimberly, Sam, Sarah, Lisa, Kelly, Marie, Tina, Sherry, Debbie, Gloria, Becky, Debbie, Robin, and April were with us tonight. That's what I'm talking about. Woo woo! All right, you guys ready? I'm such a tease. I am such a tease. All right, here you guys go. Next Fridays. Next Fridays. Da, 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 da. So, we're going to be doing a massive moon. We're going to be doing foliage and moonlight. We're going to be doing reflections in the water. We got waterfalls going on. We got water rushing in over here. We got rocks going on. You guys are going to be doing a whole bunch of stuff next Friday. A whole bunch of stuff. Thank you, Ann. I appreciate that. Thank you guys for the stars, too. I appreciate that. 750. We didn't hit our goal, but that's okay. That's okay. You like that one, Sam? Good. I'm glad you like it, because we're painting it. I've done these waterfalls once before. I think I did it with the koi pond painting. So this is next week. I don't know if you guys noticed a little bit mini of a shift, but Eve is going to start doing paintings that we're not going to be scared of. And we're going to learn a lot of stuff by doing them. And I'm going to show you how to incorporate all the things you are learning into a finished piece. So I'm going to create art the way I like my art. And you guys are going to learn a lot of stuff. Oh, thank you, Marcia, for the 1280. Good hit, Marcia. Good hit. Boom. Thank you so much, sweetheart. That was a good jump. That was a good jump. Sam, I've been painting for about 30 years, honey. You start now. When you get to be my age, you're going to have this too. Right, Tina B? Yeah, I started painting at 12 years old watching Bob Ross, guys. So, I've been doing this a long time. For a very, very, very long time. So, I hope you like that painting. Don't be scared. Some of you probably are like shot back in your seats and was like, oh Lord, no. Thank you, Ann, for the stars. 1380. Woohoo! Yeah. You just keep painting. You keep painting and keep painting and keep painting, and don't worry about what anybody else thinks. You're going to just wind up getting better and better the more you paint. So don't even stress it. Just keep painting. One of these days, I do have them. I just have to find where they're at. I have paintings that I did when I was young, like when I first started painting. And one of these days, I don't know when, but I will pull those out and I can show you guys. It'll be hysterical. And I'll show you where Eve started when she started painting. So, you guys do amazing every single time. 6,000%. Alright. I love you all. Y'all warm my heart. You know that. I have a show to get ready for. So, I gotta go take care of that. And I was thinking about doing a Hey Eve, but we'll see how long this fun train keeps choo-chooing. Those of you who watched the replay, I hope you enjoyed it. And have fun. Go create. Alright?